Hi everybody, it's Lori Wetzel here with the next installment of Tech Tip Tuesdays. And today's tech tip, according to Steve Dembo, is one of the 10 best free Web 2.0 sites for educators. And that website is Class Dojo. It is www.classdojo.com. And classdojo.com is a real-time classroom management tool. And I see it as a very natural fit for elementary classrooms, but I can see how it might be used as a running record at the secondary level, and I'm sure plenty of you at the secondary level will be able to take a look at this tool and have an idea of how you might be able to use it. So I'm going to go ahead and log in. And because I had logged in prior, it got me right in. You will have to go in and create an account, of course. And after logging in, the first few times you've used it, you are going to be offered a tour. It is quick and definitely worth clicking through. So if you've never used it before and are giving it a try, I would encourage you to take the tour. One thing that Class Dojo does for you, which is nice, it does allow you to kind of play around with the software by clicking on Start Class, because they have a demo class that is already in there for you to kind of play around with, and it gives you the ability to see what Class Dojo can do. So the demo class, if I click on it, you can see that we have some very well-known students such as Angelina Jolie and Brad Pitt and so on and so forth. So if you're not sure that you want to go ahead with this, you can use this demo class to help you play around and see what it can do. I'm going to go ahead and end this class and go back to my welcome screen and demonstrate what you would do as a classroom teacher to get your class up and running. So I'm going to first say add a class. This is extremely user friendly. I'm going to choose my grade level. I'm going to say I have an 8th grade math class and click on done. You are next prompted to enter your students' names. First name, space, last name, and enter to the next line. Now you can easily copy and paste this from another document if you have that handy. I don't happen to have one, so I am going to use my RMS staff list to create a few students here. So as you can see, entering students is very simple to do, and all I have to do is click on Add these students. From here, I can go to Behaviors, and this is where I can see some secondary uses for this, because all of the positive and negative behaviors are completely customizable. So you can choose the icon and you can choose the descriptor. So if as a classroom teacher these don't fit what you're looking for, you can go ahead and change them to fit whatever criteria you happen to be assessing in your classroom. For now, I'm just going to leave them the way they are because I think it's pretty clear that it's easy to change them. So I'm going to go ahead and click on Finished. And here's my 8th grade math class. You'll notice I have the option here to invite students. This is a new feature, and it gives your students a Class Dojo login. It's going to give them an invitation with a secret code, and they use that secret code to create their account and connect to your class. And with this login, they can actually track Dojo points themselves as they are awarded to them by you, and they can create their own avatar. So it's very easy. All you have to do is click on Print Invitations for Students. I can open it, and it opens up a PDF document that can be printed and cut into sections and given to the students to enroll in your Class Dojo site. From here, I'm going to show you how to start a class. So it's basically click on Start Class and click on my 8th grade math class. And it's real simple. If I wanted to provide some positive feedback to Andrew Brody because he participated in class, all I have to do is click on this. And you probably can't hear it, but it makes a little blip sound, and it shows that he got some positive feedback. If, however, Jessica Carrier didn't finish her homework that day, you just go ahead and click on that feedback. Now, you can show this obviously through your projector onto your Promethean board so students can see the feedback in real time. I guess it depends on the nature of your positive and negative feedback and how private you might want to keep that. Not only can you give individual students positive and negative feedback, over on the left-hand side you have the choice to give an award, and you could tell all your students that you're rewarding them all for working hard during class that day, and it rewards every single one of the students for that particular behavior. You also have the option to choose just selected students. So if let's say that Christine Caverly and Renee happen to be late for class, I can click on negative, click on late, and it's going to award that to both of them at exactly the same time. I would encourage you to take a look at the classroom settings. If you click on class settings, you have the option to do a running total, which is what this is doing. If a student gets a positive and then a negative, it zeroes it out. You can also do separate totals, so you can see exactly what each student has received. You can show the award notifications or not, up to you, and you can play the award sounds. You also have the option to reset the points whenever you wish to do so. I think you can tell that adding positive and negative rewards or feedback is pretty easy to do. I'm going to end class for the moment, and I'm going to share this with you right here, using your smartphone as a classroom remote. So you do have the option to use your iPad or your smartphone as a classroom remote, and all you have to do is follow the directions here. It involves going to a website and logging in, and then you can walk around the room and reward these positive and negative behaviors throughout the hour or throughout the class period or day very easily from your mobile device. Last but not least, you have the option to do a report card. When I ended the last class, it immediately went to the report card area. So I can see the report card for the entire class here. This is all the students. So we can see that 72% of that day or that class period went well. You can, however, see the report card for individual students instead of the entire class. So Andrew Brody did a fabulous job today and was 100% positive in his behavior. You also can choose what dates you want to run a report for. So if you are a secondary teacher using this to keep track of which students are finishing their homework, you could generate, if you didn't clear the data, you could generate a report for the entire month, and it would show what percentage of the time they did finish their homework versus what percentage of the time they didn't. If you have a parent or guardian's email address, you can actually send these reports through email, which is a nice feature. And finally, if you're wanting to clear all the data, you have the option to destroy all the records for the class and start over. So that is Class Dojo in a nutshell. If you have any questions, you know where to find me. I hope you might find this tool useful. Have a great week.